Minka Kelly reveals details from her traumatic childhood in new memoir, I Carried a Lot of Shame. Even as a 7-year-old girl, Minka Kelly knew her life was different. Living in Los Angeles with her single mom, Maureen, who worked as an exotic dancer, Kelly and Mo struggled with poverty. At one point they even stayed in a storage shed of an apartment complex after not being able to pay rent for their unit. I spent a lot of my youth wishing my mom was something she wasn't, wishing she was like the other moms, Kelly, 42, tells People exclusively. I only was able to really appreciate how special she was when I got much older. In fact, when it was maybe a little too late. In her upcoming memoir, Tell Me Everything, Kelly opens up for the first time about her traumatic childhood, watching her mom try to make ends meet as she faced addiction and domestic violence. Maureen, who died of cancer in 2008, often took her young daughter with her to Crazy Girls strip club in Los Angeles where she performed. If she made a lot of money that night, we'd go grocery shopping at 2 a.m., the actress recalls. My childhood was colorful and chaotic, unstable and inconsistent, unpredictable and hard a lot of the times. But the silver lining is that it made me a very adaptable person. In the first pages of her book, Kelly reveals she performed in peep shows at an Albuquerque adult video store when she was 17. Having been shuttled around between family, friends and acquaintances while her mom left her for weeks and months at a time, Kelly was determined to try and support herself. I started with the scariest part, she says. The part that I carried the most shame about, the part that I felt the most embarrassed of, the part that I hid my whole life, and the part that I've had people make me feel bad about. And I felt like that was just where I had to be the most brave. After eventually escaping a toxic relationship with her first boyfriend, which resulted in an abortion and coerced sex tape, Kelly found her way to LA to try and reconnect with her dad Rick Tufai, who is a former Aerosmith guitarist. She went to school to become a scrub nurse before she began modeling and acting and won her first breakthrough role in the hit series Friday Night Lights. I was terrified because I was in way over my head, she recalls. I was learning as I was going. So you see me on that show literally learn how to do what I do. Funny enough, at that point in my career, I was very curious about what people thought of me. And I have to be honest, reading a lot of really mean things about me helped. I was just able to read the feedback constructively. She also became romantically involved with her co-star Taylor Kitsch despite a warning from director Peter Berg to avoid doing so. I think that relationship taught me to not have on-set romances, says Kelly, who isn't in touch with Kitsch. But you have to learn it for yourself.